Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try something different. Here we go. I'll stand up for this video. There we go. Now you can see my charming self. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at your thoughts of the day. I just thought that I would... Now, let's see here if I like this or not. I thought that I would get with you. I'll sit here. It just seems so dark. I just thought that I would get with you, and I'm actually still working, ladies and gentlemen. Here, I'm going to sit here. And my hair looks like I don't really have any on top. It's hilarious. Okay, yeah, anyhow, I'm still working, because I have a lot of ads to design, really, or at least change a little bit. Boy, the shadow of my nose really shows how it's grown over the years, ladies and gentlemen. Anyhow, I just wanted to let you know a couple things that are odd or funny or something. Remember how I said that my son had to bring... I can't stand the shadow of my nose. I'm going to go this way. It's never a dull moment here at Lounging with Lisa, now is it? Now that's just not going to work. Okay, well, I'm back to my regular perch. You're going to have to deal with a darker version of me, a lighter shade of pale or a darker shade of black or something. Okay, do you remember how I was telling you, of course, that my son had to evacuate from Key Largo, and his girlfriend and a gentleman named Bill, a kid, he's actually a childhood friend of Spencer's, and he just moved down there and got a job in the same place. And then Spencer kept telling me, a guy named George, a Polish guy named George, and I started to call him the Polish kid, like I was telling my friends. Spencer has a friend, he, doesn't really have anywhere he can go. And he's from Poland, so the Polish kid's coming. The Polish kid is a 38-year-old man, ladies and gentlemen. So anyhow, that was kind of cute. Really very nice fellow. And he's been all over the world. He's worked all over the place, like on cruise ships and various places, and ended up in the Key Largo thing at the Ocean Reef Club. And he's, real close with Spencer and Katie and everything. Very nice. Not to mention, Mother made them dinner over there tonight. And George pitched in and totally helped her make the meal. And he also did clean up as he went. So he's probably going to be adopted by my mother. What else? My brother, Blaine, might actually arrive here on the weekend. I'm not sure what's going on. There's something with movies working on. I don't know what's going on. All I know is when I go live Saturday, it could be interesting because it'll be interesting enough with just Spencer, and he'll want to throw George in for fun. And so I might even turn the phone to landscape, ladies and gentlemen. I'm cold. I'm on my porch. My teeth are kind of chattering. But it occurred to me, oh my dear, I've not made a video tonight. And I just must do it. That was fun last night, doing that thing with the pause button where it looked magic or whatever. If I could... See, I really wasn't prepared to do that totally, ladies and gentlemen. I just thought of it after I was out here and settled in. And, so I didn't really have any props or anything. And it'd be easier, like, if... You know how I prop my phone up when I go live so my hands are both free? It would be a lot easier to kind of do that, because I could hold real still and just have the props in my lap where you couldn't see it. So that was sort of fun. I remember when the making of Bewitched, I watched some documentaries like behind the scenes of Bewitched, behind the scenes of Gilligan's Isle and all this. One weekend, I don't know, I think I was sick or something. Well, we've known that for years, but you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. So I decided just to look at these goofy things, and it was real interesting how they did the Bewitched, but they had to really remember how they were posing, before they would cut in and do a wardrobe change and all that. So I think they did a pretty good job. In fact, my friend Karen and I were convinced we were witches. Do not comment on that, ladies and gentlemen. And, thought we could move things, and something mysterious happened once where a pillow shut up. We couldn't find a pillow and couldn't find it, and suddenly it mysteriously ended up in the middle of the living room, which sounds like something my mother would do. Mother is total fun, or she used to be, I don't know, into doing weird things. And that sounds weird. I had a slumber party once for Halloween. I don't remember how old I was, maybe 12. And back in my day, ladies and gentlemen, we used to soap windows. Does anybody remember that? Where on Halloween you would go and soap windows. Now, I'm not sure what it was supposed to mean. Like, was it a ghost that had soaped the windows? Or I'm not really clear on the tradition of it all. And nobody does it anymore. But, oh, I was so good at soaping windows. But some people would get rude and use wax. We never waxed. We weren't allowed. But Mother drove us around that night to soap windows. I'll tell you when it was. I was in 8th grade. However old you are in 8th grade. It would have been, well, in October of 8th grade. Because I was on crutches. And I had to soap windows on crutches. And I had the slumber party. And Mother, we were all telling stories and everything in the night, and, you know, putting your hand in a bowl of grapes, and, you know, you think it's eyeballs and all that jazz. And Mother came down the hall, like, in a sheet, and she totally scared the heck out of us, even though, you know, clearly it was Mother in a sheet, but she caught us off guard. So that's the kind of goofy stuff. I remember we did that in the living room, because Mother was getting new furniture for the living room, and so it was totally bare, and so it was a good time to have a slumber. I always had slumber parties, always. We'd sleep in the pool house, you know, the pad. That's what the family room's called next door. So I don't know, how did I get off onto this? I guess I'm wondering, has anybody ever soaped windows? I'm a pro. I can soap a window with a gentleman sitting in his recliner chair watching television. I could go up to the window behind him and soap it. He would never know. I creep up and gently place the soap. And I don't like plunk, plunk, plink. It's just a smooth, and you would do this. Oh, we had such fun soaping windows, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we stole some wood from a neighbor once. Like, we were having a fire in the woods, and we snuck down and stole some wood. I feel bad about that. I should really call and apologize. I'm sure. I was like 12. Okay, this really has gotten all over the map, but I just wanted to check in while my ibuprofen hits me. I have a stabbing headache. Let me tell you that saga. I got hiccups earlier today, and my remedy for hiccups is to take that lemon juice that's in a little lemon-shaped thing. And, like, you just sort of squirt it down your throat, and you just sort of let it run down, okay? And it always takes away my hiccups. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for some reason, I inhaled it by mistake. My timing was off or something. It was horrendous. Horrendi, even, which is the plural of horrendous. I was coughing. I was gagging. I thought for sure I was going to, you know, upchuck, to put it delicately. I mean, coughity, cough, 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 to the point that it gave me a headache. You know, my blood pressure must have shot up or something. But when I would cough, I could taste the lemon. It went on for quite a while. It was a horrible situation, but I figure it might clean out my upper lung from all the smoking I do. So, all right, I guess that's all. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. No matter how bizarre they are, please let me know below if you ever soaped windows in your youth, or what traditions you might have done on Halloween. Please drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door, and be prepared for my live show on Saturday at 2:30, ladies and gentlemen. I have new subscribers, by the way. Thank you so much. Please tell 2 friends so they can tell 2 friends, and so on and so on and so on. Love you.